What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel on my fourth and final 9-hole round of today. Continuing on with the Villages series, I made the decision before I started this to split up all the courses into just 9-hole videos. Usually over the course of the past year and a half, however long I've been doing this, I would come out and just play 36 holes. So usually it would just be two 18-hole rounds, but for these I'm splitting them up, so doing 9, 9, 9, and 9. This is the fourth and final round of the day, going from 27 to 36 holes here. Doing another executive, so the way I've been doing this is I come out and I play an executive course, which is basically a shorter par 3 style course. Then I do 2 9 holes at championships, which are just standard regulation longer courses, and then depending on how I'm feeling, finish up with one more executive, which is what I'm doing here today. So I was planning on going through this list in alphabetical order, and I was trying to play Briarwood. I don't know if that's still a course there. Maybe they shut that down or changed names. For whatever reason, I was typing that in. I tried different variations of the spelling, kind of splitting up, trying the location, and for whatever reason, Briarwood, as of the recording this video, was not in Home to Hero. So moving on through the list, maybe I'll have to go back to that one, and sometimes I've had that happen before. I look for a course and for whatever reason, a week or two later, somehow it pops up. But for this one, going to the next one on the list, this is Chula Vista executive course or golf course in the Villages. This is a level 1 executive course, so should be on the easier side. These executive courses are 9-hole, mainly par 3 courses with 1 or 2 par 4 sprinkled in, if any. So should be on the easier side. This is located at 1019 Rio Grande Avenue within the Villages in Florida. So we're going to give it a go. Real quick for the rundown: Garmin Approach R10 behind me, a DIY level stand, Country Club Elite mat, Callaway Super Fast balls, DIY stance mat, 10x7 nets, and Home to Hero you're seeing within the Garmin golf app. So without further ado, first hole, par 3, 143, going choke down, 9-iron. Pretty toey, we'll see. It's going to turn over a little bit left. Granted, I've been opening up my stance, so that will neutralize it a little bit. Actually, it's pretty straight. Toey strike though, so didn't get all of it that I was looking for, but we're on the green safely. Mentioned it in the first 3. One downside about splitting these videos up is I keep feeling like I have to repeat myself, so instead of just doing 2 videos that are both 18, I'm doing 4, and I have to kind of repeat of what I've been saying, because you guys are seeing them at different times. But trying the best that I can to reduce that big duck hook, snap hook, overdraw left. So opening up my stance a little bit, adjusting my grip to be having the club face just a little bit more open. So basically, if you're trying to draw the ball, get the ball to turn over, basically if you think about your hand straight, if you rotate it clockwise, it's going to, I did it on another video, so I'll show you. Second hole, it's going to be a par 3, 119, so I'm going to go full approach wedge. Basically, if you guys struggle with slicing the ball or leaving the ball out to the right, if you have your hands straight up and down, kind of neutral, if you want to have an easier time shutting the club face, you just, before gripping the club, rotate your hands clockwise and then grip the club and take a swing. So your hands always want to go back to neutral, so as you're making your swing and you come back through, it's going to want to promote the club shutting down, and then vice versa, which is what I'm doing, is I'm going a little bit more counterclockwise, so trying to reduce that big miss to the left. When you go counterclockwise and then you grip the club and you want to bring it back to neutral, I'm going to open the face a little bit. So opening the stance, doing that, and then just doing a little bit of a breathing kind of thing that I got inspired by with Bryson. Basically just at address, I'm kind of exhaling completely, contracting my abs, and then just kind of doing a quick inhale at the start of my takeaway. So those are my notes for today. Approach wedge. popped it up and really toey again. That's gonna have to go. Alright, we got it there. I mentioned in the first couple, for whatever reason, this is only my second day experimenting with that breath thing, but for whatever reason, I don't know if it's the fact that I'm contracting my abs and more stable, but it seems like when I exhale and contract the abs and then that little extra breath that in the takeaway, for whatever reason, feels like I can just go at the ball a little bit harder and my swing gets into an extra gear, because that was really toey. I didn't hit that great, but I still got some decent distance on it, and I've been kind of seeing that across the bag. So we'll see if that continues there. Like I've been saying, could just be a placebo effect. Third hole, par 3, even through 2, 155 down 3. So gonna be just a pretty standard stock 9-iron here. Toey again. It should get there, but it's going to be towards the left, straightening out. A little bit of a lag there. All right, we got it there. And that one straightened out mostly due to my little bit of a grip change and opening my stance. So I was thinking about it before I hit that ball. It is worth noting what I was talking about with the grip. That's going to help out, but if you're mainly slicing the ball because your stance is way open and you're coming massively from outside to in and swiping across the ball, the grip change is going to help a little bit, but that's not going to completely solve your grip. You got to still strain out your swing path, neutralize that, and or getting the swing path a little bit from in to out. So the grip, it's all like, it's pieces to the puzzle. You can change little tiny things and adjust things slightly, but if you have a big massive 100-yard wicked slice, doing that little grip change isn't going to solve it, but it's going to help a little bit. And when you get to the point of just fine-tuning things a little bit one way or the other, those little slight changes can do the trick somewhat. So even through 3, fourth hole, par 3, 117 down 2. We're going back to the approach wedge, and I gotta make sure there's a little bit of grass in front of the screen, but I gotta get it there. Hit pretty good. Started left, coming back right, sit. All right, take that all day long. A little bit long, but I hit that decent. Fifth hole, par 3. The first executive course when I came out here and played, it was Bonita Pass. There was no par 4s at all. I don't look at these before, like scorecards or anything. So not sure if there's going to be a par 4 over these next few holes or not, if it's just going to be a straight par 3 again. Even through 4, fifth hole, par 3, 149 up 1, so 150. Same thing. Don't need to clobber it, but just going to be a pretty stock 9. If I hit a 155, so be it. A little bit thin, a little bit toey. Should be enough to get it there, but that wasn't a exactly great strike. But, ooh, just short. Take it. Doing something right with my combination of tweaks. Considering it's literally like 30 degrees out and I'm bundled up, I'm still making decent contact and getting some decent distance on it with somewhat consistency. Definitely a much straighter ball flight now with my tweaks, so hopefully that translates to rounds in the future and more importantly rounds on course. That was one thing I noticed though. Back here, sometimes you have, depending on your alignment, sometimes you obviously hitting the same direction every time. Sometimes you feel like you're, and considering that the side spin is in the R10's strong suit, sometimes I've felt in the past, and I know other people based on reading forums and whatnot, some people feel like they hit like a straight ball here on the R10 and out on course they hit like a wicked slice, or if they have a big duck hook and it's a little bit straighter or whatever, vice versa. That was one thing that I did notice playing that many holes down in Florida. I was missing things. I was duck hooking stuff here on the left, low and left on the R10, and I was doing the same thing on course. So it was kind of cool and promising to see that. Granted, they were bad misses, but my misses were consistent both here on the simulator and on course. So I'm thinking now, all that to say, with me straightening out my ball flight here, and kind of neutralizing things for a little bit straighter, I'm hoping that translates over, like I said before, to on course. So I don't have those big overjaws left on course here. I also don't have them on course, and that would mean, I'm thinking, if I hit it a little bit straighter here, should be able to hit it a little bit straighter on course, but that's kind of wishful thinking. 6th hole, par 3, 148. This is going to go 9 again. Realistically, I probably need like a 90, 85, 90% 9 here, but I'm just going to kind of swing regular. If I'm 5 yards long, so be it. Oh, pretty center of the club face, but I felt like I pulled that, and I did. Sit. That was hit pretty hard. Guess I should have taken a little bit off of that, and I pulled it. Alright, we got a chance to redeem ourselves. 12 yards in the rough, so another 1.2. 13.2 to be exact. Going 60 degree. Let's see if I can make it inside of the old inner circle here. Swipey, and I pulled it left. We'll see. Alright. Luckily, Garmin, a few things it's generous on. One of them being, considering there's no putts, it is pretty generous around the greens, land soft and whatnot. Save par though. 7th hole, par 3. 136. Alright. Pitching wedge. Hit it decent, a little bit toey again. Not my best, not my worst. Certainly will take that. Alright, we got a par 4 here. 8th hole, par 4, even through 7, 290. 238 right there. Ooh. Could I do it? Do I risk messing up an even scorecard and trying to go over these trees and get myself in trouble? Probably not. I'm probably just going to go right here and play like a little bit of a baby. But, 213 there. I guess we'll hit the 4. I was debating 5, but considering I'm not hitting driver, we'll go a tad riskier with the 4 as opposed to the 5. We'll see what happens. Oh, that's not what we wanted. That's a duck hook left. That was a duck hook chunk left. Well, that's one way to hit a fairway, I guess. 119 up 1. Approach wedge. I chunked it. Go, 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 go. Nope. I hit real behind that. $18. We'll go 60. Making a mess out of this par 4. Should be decent, maybe a little bit too much. Yeah. Go figure. Bogey on the 1 par 4. Alright. On to the 9th. 1 over through 8, I believe. Yeah, 1 over. 163 up 3. 168. Can I get that out of the 8-iron right now? Guess we'll try it. Tad high in the face, but struck it halfway decent. Should be enough to get there, and it's straightening out too. Go! 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 Oh! I don't mind that ball flight. It's actually seemed like a little bit of a baby fade. Opening up my stance a little bit, and then before I hit it, I'm kind of aligning my aim and my feet, my body and whatnot this way, and before I hit it, just a tad, kind of preset and rotate my shoulders a little bit closed, so I'm kind of coming still, neutralizing the club path a little bit, and I'm feeling like I'm hitting a little bit of a draw, and for whatever reason, all those combinations of the grip, the stance, all that stuff, it's coming out pretty straight, a little bit left, and then either staying straight or just fading a little bit, which isn't too bad. So maybe I'll finally get to the point where I can actually work the ball a little bit left and right, kind of on demand. That's very wishful thinking and don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but all right. From the final course of today, I got to go inside and warm up. Chula Vista golf course. Again, level 1 executive course in the Villages. Ended up with a even par 28, so pretty clean scorecard. We went 7 pars in a row, and then bogey, and then a birdie. So hit 1 out of 1 fairways. 7 out of greens regulation, we'll take that. And then 16 putts across 9 holes, we'll take that as well. So that's what I have for today, folks. 36 holes in the book. Honestly, wasn't expecting a whole lot when I came out here, and overall, pretty happy with how I played. So it's always good when you come out, you don't know exactly what you're going to get, and when you're done with 36 holes of golf, you actually feel halfway decent about what you did. So that's promising. I'm going to be looking forward now until the next time I come out. And then probably, since I played decent today, expectations will rise. Next time I come out, probably won't play as good with the higher expectations, get down on myself, and then the roller coaster ride of what we call golf continues. But that's what I have. Hopefully you guys enjoy another video. Let me know if you have any course requests down below. Please do consider subscribing, giving the video a like, leaving a nice comment down below, or even a mean one. Honestly, all the comments help, so nice or mean, I'll take it. Hopefully not too mean, but until next time, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next course.